Thomas and Jennifer McIntyre live and work in a community on the edge of the rural township of Zhongpu.
Thomas and I have always been interested, from the beginning, in going to places where the gospel is not yet known. And this is definitely one of those places.
The population of Zhongpu is estimated to be only 0.3% Christian.
Our goal is to reach working class people who are running the stalls and the restaurants and fixing the scooters, really just the normal people of Taiwan.
Most Christians in Taiwan live in urban areas, leaving the working class in rural Taiwan with little to no Christian influence in their own cultural context.
We are trying to reach young families who are of more working class background, but here in Zhongpu, most people that we see that have young children would fit under that category.
When we started from nothing, it was a challenge because we had no one, no programs, no people, and we would go out and just kind of introduce ourselves to strangers.
Right now, we're very much in the early stages of seed sowing. So we do spend a lot of time on this main strip where we are meeting people in the shops. A lot of these conversations might be at a more superficial level, but we're working to go deeper eventually.
While there may be shopkeepers available throughout the day, getting to know families is more difficult because of the working class lifestyle.
People work really long hours and they're very busy, and young families with kids, they don't have a lot of time. And so we just began praying and asking God, how are you going to help us to get to know this target group?
God led them to discover people enjoying a nearby park.
On Sunday afternoons from 4 to 6 p.m., people will actually go out of the house and take their family.
We put out toys and invite them to come play with us and have free activities for them. And we found that a lot of families are really attracted to this. As they're watching their children play, they'll have conversations with us. And so that gives us an opportunity to get to know parents when they're relaxed and more open to relationship. Sometimes I think that Ashley is actually our greatest asset to our ministry because she's a real just social draw. People look at her and are automatically very curious about us. I don't attract that much attention in and of myself, but they see this mixed baby and it helps them to be more curious about us and why we're here.
The process of making friends is quite challenging. It takes time and you have to be really patient and asking God to provide the people. And when He starts working in hearts, we start seeing relationships.
Spiritual darkness here is very great. Every day you see God parades going by or people worshiping idols outside. People can be pretty resistant to the gospel, and we really need faithful prayer warriors who will help back us up and so we can see a spiritual breakthrough here.
Ultimately, we'd like to walk through these streets, and as we look in the stalls, as we look in the restaurants, to see communities of people gathered there worshiping the living God.